Western Australia's coastline is a breathtaking picture of natural beauty, adored by locals and tourists alike. Stretching across thousands of kilometres, it's a biodiversity hotspot, containing ecosystems vital to Australia's flora and fauna. Over 87% of Australians live within 50 kilometres of the coast, and more than 22 million call this amazing stretch of land home. Recently, climate change action, including rising sea levels and more frequent and intense storm surges, have put coastal communities at risk. Since the 1930s, Perth has seen a doubling of days over 40 degrees, harming coastal ecosystems and driving global warming. Climate change is expected to increase flooding, with projections suggesting a 1.1 metre sea level rise by 2100 could affect up to 500 buildings in the Bunbury area alone. Inundation endangers low-lying areas. Storm surges, driven by powerful winds, can raise water levels up to 5 metres. Coastal regions are becoming flooded, homes are being threatened, and infrastructure is becoming damaged. Coastal erosion, a process that destroys our coastlines and disrupts important ecosystems, is being accelerated. Protecting our beaches means preserving the ecosystems and recreational spaces that shape our way of life. With climate change on the rise, the need for effective coastal management has never been clearer. Coastal erosion is the wearing away of coastal land due to waves, currents, and tides. Typically, the coast adapts as sand and sediment shift to mitigate erosion. However, rising sea levels and severe storm surges have intensified erosion, leaving beaches with inadequate time to recover. This poses a significant threat to Western Australia's shores and the cherished landscapes they encompass. Currently, over 55 erosion hotspots and 31 watch list locations indicate significant risk for our coastline. To address this challenge, we employ a mix of coastal protection strategies. Soft methods include beach renourishment and nurturing ecosystems like kelp forests and seagrass meadows. Hard methods focus on constructed defences like groins and seed walls. Understanding the pros and cons of each approach is crucial, as our choices today will shape the shores of tomorrow.
One of the most promising solutions for coastal protection is the use of soft methods, particularly kelp forests. These underwater ecosystems are not only vital for biodiversity, but also play an important role in slowing the rate of coastal erosion. They can be found along a third of the world's coastlines, providing habitats for countless marine species while also acting as a natural barrier against wave action. Kelp forests work by decreasing the force of wave energy, which can reduce wave heights by up to 60%. This helps to shield coastlines from the impacts of storm surges and erosion, reducing the strength of individual waves and acting as a natural defence against tidal waves. The benefits of kelp also extend beyond coastal protection. New research estimates that kelp generates around $500 billion annually in ecosystem services. This includes capturing carbon and removing nutrient pollutants from the water column. Kelp also provides habitat that supports high biodiversity, which is crucial for productive fisheries and recreation. Globally, kelp abundance is in decline, shrinking by about 1.8% annually. Climate change is posing a significant threat to the effectiveness of kelp as a coastal protection method. Warmer ocean temperatures can weaken kelp tissue, diminishing its ability to withstand wave forces. As we consider the future of coastal protection, understanding the challenges facing kelp forests is essential. Now, let's hear from Teresa, an environmental engineer and PhD student focusing on kelp.
Hi, I'm Daisy, and I'm here with Teresa to discuss kelp as a sustainable method of ocean protection. Teresa, why have you chosen to base your research on kelp, and how important would you say it is as a method for Western Australia?
Yeah, so I'm generally interested in using marine vegetation in coastal protection. And as you all know, climate change challenges coastal protection methods worldwide, and infrastructure is not always adapt to be enough for flood protection.
Yeah.
So, and also marine ecosystem also offer co-benefits.
Sure, thank you. And how does the process of using kelp actually work? Could you explain the steps involved?
Yeah, so for coastal protection, I think relevant is current attenuation, wave attenuation, and erosion mitigation.
Yeah.
So for current and wave attenuation, the drag forces the marine vegetation structure exerts on the water column is relevant, and that is dependent on a lot of plant characteristics like the height or the density, and also the hydrodynamic conditions.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much.
While soft methods like kelp forests offer natural solutions, hard engineering techniques are equally important in the fight against coastal erosion. One hard technique is the groin, designed to interrupt water flow and limit the movement of sediment along the shoreline. These structures, typically built perpendicular to the beach, play a vital role in stabilising coastal areas. By trapping sediment on the updrift side and helping to build up the beach, groins effectively create a buffer against waves and storm surges. Placed in bulk, they dissipate wave energy as waves break over them rather than on the beach. This is especially useful as they protect regions affected both by rising sea levels and increasing storm intensity. Usually made from wood, concrete or rock piles, groins are relatively easy to build and require minimal maintenance, an advantage over soft methods which need to be regularly maintained. They also provide immediate protection and can last up to 40 years if kept in a good condition.
However, constructing groins can also have consequences. They can disrupt natural sediment transport, causing erosion further down the coast. Also, the protection of one groin is usually insufficient, as these structures are designed to work together. In addition, groins are large concrete structures in the middle of a beautiful, pristine beach, which can decrease their aesthetic appeal to the locals and tourists. Groins are also very expensive, costing hundreds of thousands to build at each separate location, with WA allocating $500,000 for the construction of groins at Quinns Beach alone. Annually, countries spend tens of millions on large structures like these. As we face the growing challenges of climate change, it's crucial to invest in sustainable coastal protection strategies. Other hard engineering methods include jetties, seawalls, revetments and breakwaters, and by combining innovative soft methods like kelp forest restoration with effective hard engineering solutions such as groins, we can safeguard our coastlines for future generations. Continued funding and research are essential to develop and implement these strategies, ensuring the resilience of our coastal communities and the preservation of our precious ecosystems. Together, we can protect our beautiful beaches and the diverse life they support, securing a vibrant and sustainable future for all.